Ayan, hey everyone, good afternoon po. Welcome to Life Coaching Access, your daily access with professional certified life coaches brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. So Life Coach Philippines is our community of professional life coaches certified by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs, a bona fide institute for mental health that is based in Dallas, Texas, USA. So yun, Life Coaching Access, ito meron po tayo ngayon, is our service to the community and we aim to help individuals experience the process of transformation through the platform of life coaching. So if you want to know more about our international coaching classes and services about life coaching, please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for assistance. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. I am Coach Orvyl for Shiny Original Self, S.O.S. Unlock Journey from Shyness to Shyness. Yan. So your access with me is every Saturday, 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. And for my segment for today, I'll be sharing to you when overthinking is over. No? Para siyang kanta, when overthinking is over. Anyways, and also please tag your friends in the comment below and invite them to join our conversation. You may also share this Facebook Live, your timeline and FB groups and pages so that we can reach more people and help transform lives. Ayan. And so hashtag pack my bag moment, hashtag life coaching access. Yan yung official hashtag natin. So every time na meron kayong like something that connect sa inyo in my presentation, something that you've heard, narinig nyo sa akin, and then nagkaroon kayo ng eureka moment, you remember a story, a wisdom, a learning na meron nakuha nyo before. I'm really encouraging you to please share it to your timeline because I really believe one online friend of yours really need it right now. So i-share nyo yan sa timeline ninyo along with our official hashtag pack my bag moment and hashtag life coaching access para rin makita namin and we're able to support and really makapag-comment tayo and let's have an engagement sa post mo. Yan. So maraming salamat. Hello Master E. Hello Ishi. Hello. So again, I'm Coach Orvyl. So I'm a professional certified life coach focuses on building confidence. So ano ba yung building confidence sa akin? We have a lot of, diba, like self-help books, nakapanood na tayo ng, motivational speaking about building confidence. We read about content, blog about it. And what's building confidence to me? So building confidence to me, really, I'm really focusing on caring less of what others might think and caring more of what you really wanted to do. Kasi most of the time, the number one, like obvious na hindrance really stopping us to do what we really wanted, to be more confident in what we want to do. Kasi nag-overthink tayo, we tend to overthink what others might say, paano magre-react yung iba, how would they respond, how others might take, kung ano yung gagawin natin, especially like biglang, like there's a shift from you. For example, like you're working in a corporate and then all of the sudden gusto mo mag-business, all of the sudden you started, you wanted to be an artist, diba? Like, we had this, parang yearning in our heart that we really wanted to do. However, we are so fearful to show it. We are fearful to do it because we are so fearful of what others might say. So if you're in that journey right now, you really wanted to do what you've been yearning for the longest time, like, like really understanding, like, how can I even overcome caring less of what others, like, diba, like, we're caring more of what others might say. Diba, meron tayo mga, we call this stereotyping, like, obvious kasi most of the time, this is the reason why we are not really showing up, is the reason why we're not really feeling good and really showing up because parang in our mind meron ng mga standard na nakaset that we really need to meet in order for us to please others. So if you're connecting, like, I'm really encouraging you, let's have a conversation and allow me to help you to that current season or your current journey mo sa season mo ngayon. So I'm a certified life coach by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs based in Dallas, Texas, USA. So our institute is a mental health institute. So I got certified as a mental health professional noong December 2020. So if you're one person, that really wanted to help, meron kang puso, like really you believe that mental health really matters and you really, you really want to promote, you really want to share, and you have the heart and to fight this stigma about mental health, and really to put awareness into it. Like connect with us. Yun, meron yung number dito sa baba, 0917-586-1661, and allow us to help you into your journey. So, yun. Hello po, Coach Teen. Hello po. Good afternoon. And I'm a software engineer. So currently I'm working in still working in a corporate. So I really love coding. So what software engineer does is, creating program, creating application. Really, we talk to computers, and we create instruction kung ano yung dapat gawin ng computer. So I really love doing that. So I graduated as an IT before. Graduate ako year 20 something. So baka mahulaan niyo kung ilang years na ako. And then joke lang, like year 2022 I graduated IT and computer science. So it's really a passion up until now. So what made me really push through in life coaching as really, start ng journey of life coaching is, I realized that me creating programs, me talking to the computer, it's like I've been thriving into it. Like I'm really, gusto ko siya. However, I'm getting, a challenge in really creating relationship, maintaining relationship. Meron yung mga times na very awkward because I really don't know how to communicate. And what pain meron ako that I have during that time is I have this dream of really, really telling my story, really sharing my knowledge, sharing my wisdom, like meron you start to daydream if you giving a powerful talk to in front of your co-software engineers, to in front of other people. And that's the reason why nakita ko si life coaching, like what I experienced one coaching session. And then after a week or two, nagpa-certified na ako. So it's a very beautiful story that was 2 years ago. If you're curious about it, kung gusto yung malaman pa about that story, let's have a conversation. I'm really excited. And hello po, Coach Ed. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay. When overthinking is over. So this is episode 17 ng segment natin. So from Shiny Original Self-Unlock, Journey from Shyness to Shineness. So ito yung pang episode 17 natin. And I decided, episode 17, let's talk about overthinking. So if you've been watching my segment since episode 1 up to now, you might heard a million times. I heard many times siguro the word overthinking, because overthinking is like the cause, or yung parang pinaka source of our self-doubt. Like every time we overthink, we start to doubt ourselves. We start to doubt what we can do. And self-doubt is the opposite of self-confidence. So that's the connection. So we're like this segment is really, the heart of this segment is to help you to break through from being shy, from being, I'm not being fearful of really expressing yourself, speaking your mind, fearful of fearful of doing what you really wanted to do, to the point na kaya mo na siyang gawin. You're very confident and you really feel good about yourself. Yun yung purpose ng segment na to. And now we're going to talk about overthinking, the source of self-doubt, which is self-doubt, the opposite of self-confidence na nilalaban natin. Right? Brain by default is there to protect you. So this slide is also available in some previous presentation ko. And yes, it's true. Most of our brain by default is there to protect us. So if, for example, we're going to do something new, like kunyari, we start to build a business, or like we start to, really wanted to talk to someone, right? For example, sakto mag-February na, like gusto mong, makausap yung si Crush, right? Most of them, meron yung time of really overthinking, and that overthinking is what our brain is really doing in order for us to avoid something uncertain. Kasi hindi tayo sure. Sure ba tayo kapag nag-business tayo, lalago, or like mag-fail? Sure ba tayo kapag kinausap natin si Crush, magiging kayo? Like, ang sad naman pag hindi kayo, those things, this is a great mga sample lang yun. Those things is really it's a cause, or yung parang yung ginagawa ng brain in order for us to do in order for us not to do something uncertain, something na delikado. Delikado naman mag-fail. Sa business, delikado naman, mabasad ka, right? Like, masakit naman mangyari nun. So that's the point of your brain is there to protect you. However, yung overthinking na part na yun have become like an habit for us since siguro nag-aaral pa tayo. So I'm really reflecting and really, really listening to other coaches rin from Life Coaching Access, really talking about overthinking. And most of it, nanggagaling talaga nung bata tayo kung saan tayo nag-aaral. And then, nung nag-aaral pa tayo. And somewhat overthinking is like a necessity or a necessary action for us to do, for us to solve a problem. Like, di ba? Like, sige, merong problem yan. Okay, hold on. Let me overthink this. Di ba? Like, pag-iisipan ko ng mabuti. However, nami-misinterpret natin yung pag-iisipan ko ng mabuti into really overthinking. And when we say overthinking, ito yung tumatambay na tayo dun sa thought, tumatambay na tayo of thinking into something and not really moving forward and not really going out into it. If you remember nung nasa high school, for example, like I remember we have this subject in high school to college. We have this subject calculus. So when you see calculus, di ba, like mathematics, complex answer, yung parang kapag mas mahirap yung sagot, mas mataas yung score. And kapag mabilis mo nakuha yung sagot, mas mababa yung score. So like if you're connecting, you just comment it below. And hindi naman sa calculus, like, di ba, like another subject, parang like there's yung teacher talaga is going to ask a tricky question that kapag nasagot mo siya ng mabilis, akala mo yun na yung tama. Tapos nagiging ang nangyayari, mali pala yun kasi may trick na ginawa yung teacher really to say na mali yung sagot na yun. And then going back dun sa calculus na subject, I remember that I'm solving a problem. Calculus nga ba yun? Yeah, calculus or physics. I'm really solving a problem. And then, seems like ang dali ng sagot. Nasagutan ko na siya. The simple formula, simple solution, able to create the scratch paper. Doon ko kinuha yung mga variables and those things. Then, pinasa ko na yung ganun. And then, very frustrating. 0 yung score ko doon because meron siyang like yung tanong may naka-hide na may naka parang caveat or like may naka-hide pa na additional na tanong. Something na like really can't explain it right now. Nakalimutan ko yung I really can't find yung exact word pero in calculus na meron yung pinapahaba mo yung equation, pinapalit mo yung equation. Ganun siya, 'di ba? Like so what I'm trying to point out is that most of the time na experience natin na sa school tayo, kapag mas mabilis, we tend to doubt our answers kasi bakit ang bilis ko nakuha? Baka mali, 'di ba? Baka mali, baka hindi ito 'yan kasi imposible magtatanong si ma'am, si sir ng tanong tas ganito lang siya kadaling sagutin. And yun, we tend to overthink, ano kaya yung tinatago ni sir, ano kaya yung gusto niyang i-point out, 'di ba? Then nag-start tayo ng overthink because we wanted to get a high score kasi mas mahirap na sagot, mas mataas yung score, di ba? So that's how I really trace back overthinking. Right? So if you're hello Coach Giselle, good afternoon po sa inyo. Hello community learners. However, the overthinking from the school days, after pagka-graduate natin and right now we're here, you employed, working the corporate, doing your own business, having your own family, we tend to carry the overthinking part and we still, able na parang na-associate pa natin yung overthinking into success. Like complexity means success to us. Na parang even though in our mind we know na ito lang yung sagot, we tend to overthink because dun sa habit of dapat complex eh. Parang ang hirap, parang like you're doubting na ganito lang kasimple yung sagot. Overthinking is really magnifying the problem. Really magnifying the fact na fabricate yung sagot napafabricate yung, ano ba, kung ano yung truth. Because overthinking is there galing nga dun sa, galing nga dun sa habit natin nung high school natin na build yun, and then babalik tayo dun sa truth of brain is there by default to protect us, and overthinking is there talaga really to, you know, really to protect us. However, we tolerate yung overthinking, we fail, we might not be able to do what we wanted to do. Mag-stay na lang tayo sa comfort zone dun sa protection na binibigay ng brain sa atin. Our journey, the journey from being shy to shyness, from being shy of really expressing, being shy of doing what you want, into something that being confident, feeling good of who you really are, na parang okay lang na gawin yung talagang gusto mong gawin kung ito yung nagpapasaya sa'yo, it's not an easy journey. No? Like, it's not like parang like one paggising mo sa umaga dahil narinig mo siguro like you were able to watch all my last 16 episode, and then tada bukas, you know, nothing is possible, malay mo. But then what I'm trying to point out is hindi siya ganon kay smooth sailing. But the question is, if this is the truth dun sa journey natin, like being confident, we wanted to be a leader, like we wanted to have a better, be the person of the relationship that you are currently having, not be the best person dun sa bagay na yun, or be the person of really doing your calling, doing your vision. It's not, it's not really a smooth sailing journey, but meron talagang effort na gagawin. But aren't you really wishing na, can you make it a little more smoother or less resistant? Like, meron ba akong kayang gawin para yung kung ano mang season meron ako ngayon, I can still be able, mas magiging magaan, mas magiging inspiring, or mas may enjoy ko yung current journey na to. And this afternoon, I'm going to share to you the picture of overcoming overthinking, because that might be the answer that you've been looking for. Most of the time, tayo lang rin naman yung nag-a-add ng resistance kung saan man tayo papunta. The little more smooth na gusto natin sa journey natin can be achieved by really reflecting how are we processing things, how are we overthinking things. So when you choose to end your overthinking, you'll see that. So I'll be sharing to you 4 things that you will be able to see, realize when you decided to end overthinking. Like, ano ba itsura kapag hindi na ako nag-overthink ngayon? Ano ba yung itsura na kapag nakuha ko yung, like, I was able to face a problem, I was able to, see a challenge. Ano ba yung itsura ng hindi ko masyadong pinipressure yung sarili ko, really finding the solution via overthinking. Na parang can I remove the overthinking part in really building the solution. Ayan, hello po Master Coach Hasmin. Hello po. Hello Miss Atomy Darbel. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. So yun, when you choose to end your overthinking, you'll see that ano ba itsura kapag na-overcome natin yung overthinking natin. So we're going to share to you 4. So the first one is, if overthinking is over, kapag hindi ka na nag-overthink, you'll realize that the problem is not really that bad. You're connecting, di ba? Like, meron tayong, ang problema natin, parang hindi na ako masaya sa office. Like, di ba? Parang ganun, like, parang hindi ko na makuha yung parang hindi ko na makuha yung joy, parang hindi ko na na-enjoy yung work sa office, di ba? Like, maybe most of us, including me, namaan tayo, like, we were able to experience yung feeling na yon. And first thing that you really wanted to check is how are you really processing things. For example, for example, dun nga, sa setup ng sa office, what made you feel na hindi ka na masaya? What made you feel that you're not acceptable already dun sa current space mo right now? Because it could be that we are overthinking of how others are really responding to us. Like I have this very like very vivid example in my head that I'm really there, really presenting, like really sharing my thoughts. And dun sa harap nung, I think like 4 to 5 guys that I'm really talking, after kong sinabi yung what I believe is a very beautiful, important, critical, powerful na solution, they didn't react, like excited, like parang nag-react sila in a poker face, parang okay, parang ganun, they just give me a very default blank okay, parang ganun. And with what happened, yung picture na yon, we tend to parang na-overthink natin, ay, parang hindi naman nila gusto yung solution ko. Ay, yung okay na yun, parang ano lang yun, para lang hindi, para masabi lang na hindi ako masaktan, na nag-agree naman sila, pero truth of the matter, hindi naman talaga nila gusto. Until sa pupunta ka sa, pangit ata yung pagkakapresent ko, dapat ganito ko siya present. I think yung the way I speak, the English, dapat kailangan until such time, dahil ba like they're just really tolerating, bibigyan lang pa nila ako, and so, diba? Like, ayun, I'm really trying to pull yung mga sample na scenarios dun sa utak ko. But what I'm trying to point out is saan ka na napadpad dun sa overthink mo until such time na feel mo na that you're not really belong to the current space. You don't feel good, joyful anymore into it. Kasi, maybe, yung nag-okay, in my part, actually, hindi pala maybe like, I was able to settle it that time. The okay means really okay. Okay, it's a good solution. The problem is what is my expectation din sa reaction nila. Like I'm really expecting, wow, great, Orvyl, ganda ng idea na yan, gusto ko yan. Like, parang ganun yung na-expect kong response sila in order for me to really tell to my brain that successful yung presentation, successful yung present ko. It's just that hindi yun yung naging reaction. And overthinking really exaggerate most of the time the facts. Magsabi yung okay, pero like nakita mong hindi, yung the facial expression somewhat not excited siguro sa pananaw mo. We start to overthink kung ano kaya iniisip ng tao na to, ano kaya yung idea nila, like nasabi lang ba nila yun para lang I feel good kahit na para like for an effort dun sa presentation. So yun, so that's one thing. When overthinking is over, you're parang like somewhat giving yourself a chance to really evaluate, to see what is true and factual. And most of the time, that will really make us feel free. If free tayo sa kung ano namang pain, like because nag-start nag-create ng story yung utak natin, tapos nag-produce siya ng negative emotion of that really making our self-esteem a little bit low. It's not really that bad. Our thoughts, hear me on this, our thoughts aren't always trustworthy. Our thoughts aren't always trustworthy. And you really need, have that acceptance and have an intentional decision of really finding the truth. Like really facing, if you want to ask feedback, tanungin yung tao, and that's it. Instead of really overthinking, assuming things, until such time, nasasaktan na natin yung sarili natin. So if you're connecting, you just comment it below. Babalikan natin siya. So that's number one. It's not really that bad. When overthinking is over, you're going to see that it's not really that bad. Now, when overthinking is over, you might realize or you might see that one baby step is what it takes for you to flow. We tend to overthink because we are looking sa bigger picture, to that big picture. Like, for example, you picture a business, yung business na gusto mo talagang meron ka. And then, you looking into it, We start to factor all of the possible things, like from the budget until sa pinoproblema mo na kung saan itatayo yung building, pinoproblema mo na yung logo, up to pinoproblema mo na kung paano ka mag-expand sa ibang bansa, because yun yung dream mo eh. And yun na, papunta na ulit sa overthinking, because again, the brain is there to protect you. Overthinking is going to really prevent you of doing something uncertain. Business is always uncertain. And when you're able to overcome, or you're able to manage overthinking, you're able to become mindful, you'll soon realize you only need one baby step for you to take, for you to have the flow, for you to start the dream. What we need is action. We are overthinking because ang alaman lang na yung ino-overthink natin, if for example in a company, if during decision making, what we have is yung mga existing data natin. And we really need to take action, one baby step, in order for us to get another new data. Pwede natin ipasok sa utak natin for us to have another processing on it. So ganun ko siya na picture. Instead of really overthinking, assuming, tapos yung assumption natin, yun yung ipaprocess natin, tapos doon tayo nagpa-branch out. Ang mahirap doon, the assumption is possible na hindi yun yung magiging truth. Baka yung assumption natin is napakalayo dun sa talagang actual na result if we could have taken one baby step. From big dream, tinitingnan natin yung big dream natin, let's try to chunk it out. Chunk natin pa isa-isa, na maliit, and then choose the next baby step na gagawin mo. From dun sa na-chunk natin, pili ka ng isang gusto mong gawin dun, and just focus into that. Yun lang. The next step is you focusing on that one baby step na na-identify mo. And then, until such time, after one baby step, you choose the next action, then one baby step, until a collection of baby steps could really give you the significant result that you've been looking for. Help your brain to receive the facts and not freeing it thinking too hard of what could happen. Bigyan natin ng truth, bigyan natin ng factual data yung brain natin, and not assumptions. I'm not telling the assumption is like totally bad, wala siyang use. It's just that how are you responding when you are assuming things? Like you're thinking, assuming is associated with overthinking, and overthinking, you're not really going out into your brain. Dun ka na lang, nakatambay ka na lang sa brain, and you feel that you've been working for the longest time. Ang totoo, nandun ka lang talaga nag-iisip. And one baby step, when you were able to do one baby step, isang maliit lang, not really a significant step. Like for example, in a business, one baby step is you able to start really talking about your dream. That's one baby step. At kapag nagawa mo siya, it's time to celebrate. Celebrate small win. Para lang masabi natin sa brain natin that we did something new and we're really celebrating and happy with it. Okay? And then third, when overthinking is over, when you decided to end your overthinking, you'll soon realize you're still in control of yourself. You are still in control of how you will respond in all the things that is happening around you. Like me, for the example dun sa picture of in the corporate, like you receiving an okay na parang ang blank, na parang like hindi yun yung ina-expect mong respond. You are still in control of how would you like to respond. Would you respond of not really talking, not really asking what does okay mean? Or would you like to ask, what does okay mean dun sa tao? Like, would you respond by really beating yourself dahil hindi mo nakuha yung na-expect mong result, na-expect mong response from the person that you're talking to? Or will you just respond and really reflecting, and you will respond out of self-compassion? Now, if you start to identify and really accept that you are still in control end of the day of your action and how would you like to respond, you can now start accepting things, accepting na may mga bagay talagang out of your control. You cannot control how others would respond. You cannot control how situation would happen tomorrow. You can prevent, you can do some preventive measures, but end of the day, hindi pa rin talaga tayo sure. There's nothing sure talaga sa mundo. And when we start accepting what we can control and what we cannot control, that would really give us that additional smooth sailing experience sa journey na meron tayo right now. We tend to like really think kung meron sanang way to control how others would respond. Kasi kapag alam natin paano mag-respond yung ibang tao, gagawin na lang natin yung ibang bagay. It's just that dahil hindi natin alam kung paano magre-respond yung mga tao, dun papasok yung overthinking, and then yun, we start again preventing us to do something uncertain kasi uncertain nga yung respond ng ibang tao. And dito tayo minsan, this is one of the obvious hindrances for us to do what we wanted. We tend to care more of what others might say. We really dream of really controlling or to really understand, really knowing accurately how others would respond kapag ginawa natin isang bagay. And when we stay with that dream, hindi natin nagagawa yung gusto talaga natin gawin because nakakulong tayo sa hindi natin pagkakuha doon sa gusto natin. Nakakulong tayo, ayun, nabubulol ako. Nakakulong pa rin tayo sa expectation ng ibang tao. And with that, I'm really inviting you to this very powerful coaching bundle. Coach A Careless Coaching Bundle, like how to stop worrying what others people think about you. It is you all the things that that you're about to do, you're going to, what will happen to you for the next 2 to 3 years from now, what would happen to you if nothing is changed for the next 6 months. It will all start with you. Answering yung mga tanong na yun, is becoming brutally honest sa sarili mo. And if I'm going to give you something that I got in this coaching bundle, most of the time we tend to overthink, we worry, or we feel so anxious how others might think about us. But the truth of the matter, you're going to ask yourself, gaano ka ba, like, are you the type of person that really always looking others, like you, parang baliktarin natin yung scenario, how about someone is so fearful na gawin yung gusto na yan gawin kasi baka ikaw mismo i-judge mo sila. Like, have you saw that perspective? Like, do you always, think other people? If you're that person, then I really believe that this coaching bundle is for you. If you are that person of really wanted to please others, that you feel that success is really pleasing others, and you feel pain, you feel not really contented of all of your achievements, let's have a conversation because this coaching bundle might really free you up from not really getting the contentment that you've been working for the longest time. Coach A Careless Coaching Bundle. So that's connect with Coach Rizal 0917-586-1661. You can message me facebook.com/Coach Orvyl. That's my email, and then my number is 0928-854-0126. So the fourth and last but not the least realization or a truth that you might encounter if your overthinking is over is that you'll realize life is really simple. We are relational being. We overthink because we wanted to solve it on our own most of the time. Me working as as a software engineer, before I really believed that working alone is the secret of thriving in what I do. Now, it could. But the question is, am I really enjoying? Of what am I becoming? What is my picture of working alone until 40 years old? What would happen? Like really those powerful questions, something that na-encounter ko in life coaching really helped me to really ponder deeply and really start to accept and really, felt that we are really relational being. We really need just to connect. We really just need to be courageously enough to accept na hindi talaga natin kaya yung ibang bagay and we really need others' help. Help is always available. Join communities. Communities that would really help you to get what you wanted. When I say get what you wanted, to help you to be on your best version that possible that you can be, right? Right now, if you're watching here in this Facebook Live, it's a Life Coach Philippines, you're in the right place. And you've been watching other life coaching access na ibang coaches, and I wanna say congratulations, and wanna say congratulate also yourself that really investing time helping yourself. You're in the right community right now. And if you're going to, to reflect kung nanonood ka rin talaga nung panood mo na yung mga ibang life coaching access in ibang life coaches, it all boils down of how life simple is. It's just tayo rin yung nagpapakumplika ng buhay. So life coaching access, Life Coach Philippines, and then we have Coach A Coaching Community. And I wanna also share to you the from Shyness to Shyness coaching community. I created this group nung December with an inspiration of really putting all the content that I've learned about building confidence and really how life coaching is really helping other people to gain the confidence na meron, yung picture ng self-confidence sa kanila. Because magkakaiba tayo ng picture of self-confidence. Like for me, self-confidence really able to talk at least in front of 5 people. The self-confidence talks about if he or she able to build a business. But then, andito nga, life coaching would really help you to get the picture of self-confidence, so your own picture of self-confidence. We're not here to mentor you to get a specific picture of self-confidence. Kung ano yung self-confidence sa'yo, let's work on it. So I'm inviting you from Shyness to Shyness coaching community. Let's have an engagement inside. All of the learnings that I've got, I'll be sharing it inside. So, looking forward to have a conversation with you. Ayan, hindi ko nabasa mga comment. Hello, Sir Jeff, and celebrate small wins. Yes, celebrate small wins. Even, I just wanna share, buti na share ni Sir Jeff to, no? Celebrating small wins, most of the time, parang nagbabaliwala. Pero ang totoo, ito yung mga kiliti talaga sa puso natin when you start celebrating, like, you waking up 6 a.m., di ba? Then you start really acknowledging yourself, galing, 6 a.m. nagising na ako. And you're going to see the difference kapag you start continue celebrating these small wins. Building confidence, the authentic confidence that I've been really sharing to you, teaching to you this whole segment, yung pinaka-foundation niya is really gratitude. Gratitude, being thankful, being proud, being thankful of yourself, really acknowledging what you've done, wins and learnings. Accepting them all and being thankful to it. And if you're overflowing of gratitude, you'll just be surprised na you can you can do confidently what you wanted to do. Ayan. Take a vacation from perfection. Don't beat yourself. It's a process. Like even right now, narinig nyo yung like may mga na-realize kayo with what I've said, with the 4 realizations. Don't beat yourself. It's really a process. Even me hanggang ngayon at this very moment, I'm still in the journey of really improving and managing overthinking. Because it's, let's accept it, part siya talaga ng way of our brain really to protect us. But then we are here to grow. We are here to do what we think we should be doing. And most of the time, yung mga bagay na yun is really out of our comfort zone. And what does it mean? Let's go out from our comfort zone. Let's overcome and really understand our brain and our overthinking. What our emotion is really telling us. Take a vacation from perfection. Okay lang magkamali. You either win or learn. If you fail forward. Hindi nagkamali. Bounce back. But you really need to have that self-love, self-compassion, self-understanding. Don't allow your perfectionism to make you stuck where you are right now. Overthinking is a result of the desire to make things perfect. Ni-overthink natin kasi gusto natin perfect lahat na mangyayari. But like, like ako na rin magtatanong sa inyo, like, do you think there's really perfect? May perfect ba? Take care of your mental health. Take care of your mental health. Overthinking, pag tumambay talaga tayo ng overthinking, until such time emotions really coming out, emotions that not really helping us, that yung emotion na talagang hindi na natin nakokontrol, that extreme sadness dahil like you start to beat yourself, doubting yourself. Take a vacation from perfection. Take care of your mental health because peace of mind is expensive. Peace of mind is expensive. Mental health matters. Peace of mind is expensive. Be mindful where you're trading it off. If you're allowing your peace of mind to be manakaw for some reason, maybe manakaw not because of what is really happening, but because of how are you overthinking things. Ask yourself, like, panalo ka ba or malulugi ka if you keep tolerating these thoughts that's really hurting you, your peace of mind. Peace of mind, or when you say peace, meaning may war. One of the great wisdom that I learned in life coaching. When we say peace, there is war, and when we say peace of mind, meaning there is really always war in our head. Not necessarily war happening outside of us, but the war in our head. And the question is, how are you protecting? How are you gaining the peace that you need right now? What mindset do you have to protect, to create the peace of mind you need right now? What habits do you have that can really protect the expensive peace of mind that you have right now? Aanhin natin yung mga resources, yung pera, if you don't even have the peace of mind pag matutulog tayo. Those simple things. I learned it, one of the greatest realizations, even though alam ko, nabasa ko na siya noon, long time ago, but I'm really sharing to you. It's really a process. And now I'm going to share to you, peace of mind is expensive. Healthy mental health matters. Stop beating yourself. And so that's me. So if you have if you're connecting, you wanted to ask more question, you wanted to ask my story, or like I have inquiry about the services of Life Coach Philippines, about the Careless Coaching Bundle, or you really wanted to have a coaching session with me, let's have a conversation. That's my Facebook. That's yung una, facebook.com/OrvylFT. That's my Facebook profile. /Coach Orvyl, that's my Facebook page. That's my email, orvyl.t@gmail.com, and 0928-854-0126. That's my personal number. Let's have a conversation. Ayan, so as we end today's episode, let me invite you to visit our coaching hub, Teacup Coffee Republic, located at Pioneer Center Compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City, just across Bayanihan Center. So our coaching hub is open physically from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and virtually operation is 24/7, and we offer coaching services on demand any time of the day and any day of the week. Please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for your coaching needs. This is episode 17 of Shiny Original Self-Unlock Journey from Shyness to Shyness. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next week. Same day, same time. Love, bomb, boom. Bye-bye. Thank you.